Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm gonna explain to you how you can take out that pain on your knees and on your shoulders and why you are not being able to, although you've probably been searching how. So I'm gonna explain. I had the same problem, yo. I had the same problem, pain in my knees, pain on my shoulders, and the answer on YouTube is just practice some exercise like these. Just use a band and use like these, or some white light weights and do like this movement. Or for the knees, like just do like a squats, like going back. And no, man, that's not how you. I did the same. That's not how you're gonna heal it. I'm gonna explain it right now. So what you need to do, guys, if you have shoulder pain, what's going on right here is that it's not that the people who talk about it are saying wrong. They just don't understand it because a lot of them are not athletes. So they have the concept, but they are wrong in the way of how to deal with it. Is reason why you have pain in here is because you are training a lot of this first part, doing the chest, training chest, right? And maybe even training shoulders. But what you don't understand is that for you to stop having the pain, you have to truly train all the shoulder. You cannot, you are just training one part and that's deficient. So using bands like to train the back part of your shoulder, using bands like these or lightweight ain't gonna do anything because you are doing heavy weights to these parts while you're training chest, but then you're using very lightweight to train the back part of your shoulder. So that will never work out. So what you want to do is do inverted back rows like this, like you are like here, and you do like this, you know. And you can even check my video, my YouTube, where I have that exercise in shorts, inverted back row. Well, you can see that you grab the weight, you put on 90 degrees, and you push it right here. And if you recognize, this is exactly the opposite movement when you are doing the chest. If you are doing flies, you are doing like this, right? But when you are doing inverted back row, you are doing the opposite movement. So you are building real muscle on your back shoulder, and you have to construct real muscle all over it. And it's not just in front and the back. We have the middle too. So to train in the middle, you grab the weights and you're going exactly where the middle is. That's how you train the middle. You grab the weights and you push it right here. And that way you are training at the front, especially if you are doing um, bench press, flies, or literally exercises, especially for the front. But also you are training the middle right here and the back. You know, so that's the meaning. You should not see your other parts of the shoulder, the middle and the back, as I just have to warm up or just train with bands or lightweight. No, you have to see it really as the muscle it is. You have to train as hard these muscles as you train your front shoulder, because man, you are training the chest and a lot of pressure goes to the shoulders. Inevitable, is connected, so you need to train as hard the other part of the shoulder, so that way you truly will feel like you don't have that pain. That's really uncomfortable, and myself had it for a long time, not understanding why, and seeing these wrong videos about bands and all that, which will not solve the problem. You have to train and doing the weights exactly as hard as you are doing training your chest, because that's the only way you build muscle all over it. And even that bands exercise in lightweight, you feel kind of, you feel like around here in the back, uh, uh, um, a tension, because you train, you feel the same tension doing the invert rows. And this is real good tension because this is real good weight. uh, and like it will give you a great look, man. look at this shoulder. This is a powerful shoulder, and I guarantee you, if you train the shoulder as you should, you will have this pain relief. You will not have more this problem in the shoulder, because it truly is from you isolating one part of shoulder and not training all of it when it's supposed to. And that way you create a dysmorphia in your body, which will lead to injury, and a lot of times very bad injuries. I had it myself in years ago, fortunately, to stretching, and now from training this exercise, I feel like it's cool. Another exercise is shoulder raises. Don't forget to do this, but be aware that if you are doing it, don't be like, oh, let me just grab it right here and push it. Put it where it's supposed to go. When you are in a strained position, you are like this. You're not supposed to be like this. So you're not supposed to push your shoulders like this, because you're going to put too much pressure in here. Put where you stand straight. That way, apart from training this part, you are training the middle too, and even a little bit of the back, and you feel it, and your back. So that's how you recover and make it disappear that pain, that injury that's creating, and you've probably been dealing for a long time. You truly need to train the shoulder fully. The middle part, the back part is very important to train. You need to train as was any other exercise: back, chest, legs, exactly the same intensity, exactly the same mindset. Don't see it as just therapeutic or whatever, warm up. Don't see it, because I guarantee you guys, that's how why you have these injuries and discomfort. Second, the knees. The knees. A lot of us have these knees problems, and it comes from two reasons really. One, when running, another with doing weights. So a lot of people, I know you guys will say the same thing I saw. A lot of people say you to use bands and just do this exercise, right? And just do that exercise, and that will not solve the problem too, to be honest. And we are going, it's a different problem, but it is, although again, a problem where you're just not doing what you're supposed to. That's not enough. This therapeutic, all stuff, they're not seen as fitness guys as we are, or girls. They are seen as normal people who don't do a lot of exercise. And the thing is, when you're running, the first thing you have to learn is, don't run and put your foot, your fingers down, and then put all the foot down. That was making you hurt your knees. 100%, guys. What you are supposed to do is, you put your fingers of your foot, the first part, just the first part, and keep doing like this. Never put all the foot down. Never let this area. Let me see if I'm showing. Always use this area only. And I'm gonna be honest with you. At first is kind of discomforting. At first it's like, oh, my calves are hurting a lot. My ankles doesn't feel good, but it's normal, because you never really learn how you should run at the first place. So that pain is normal. Is a pain that is there because it's never been trained before. But once you do it consistently, first you feel your calves really sore, especially in the beginning, after that run, and then you see that progressively your ligaments are cool, and you don't feel no pain more on the on the Achilles, and always warm up. Like I'm saying this because all type of people do all type of things, but always warm up. Make sure you have a good warm up. Like, you train your foot. Your foot is very mobile. Use it. Don't just go for runs, guys, without warming up. and this is kind of difficult to show, but what I mean is like you put this is very difficult without socks, but with the socks or foot you truly like warm up your Achilles and your calves is mandatory. You will get injured if you don't do this, especially when you are starting to put pressure in a place that you are not used to put pressure before, although is what it's supposed to be. And you will feel 100% from the get-go no pain on the knees. And I had the same experience. This is all from learn experience, guys. I went to run, I feel very bad in my knees, start running like this, no pain at all. And that's how it is. And if you really want to know or have a sure, this is the truth, but if you want to know for sure, do a sprint. Try to do a sprint. You will see that your foot will not touch fully. You will just use the first part, always. And that's how you're supposed to run. So that's how you could cure the pain from running on your knees. And that's why you're having, because you are fully like having this huge impact on your knees when you're not supposed to. You're just supposed to use the first part of your foot. And the other reason is lifting weights. A lot of people have this pain lifting weights, and again, it's normal from the lifestyle. We are always seated. We just walk and sit all the time, and that takes away your mobility, your flexibility. So what you want to do is try to put your butt down on a squatting position with your foot parallel, trying to put your butt down. Don't put your foot too wide, like normal with your waist. Put your butt down. You will fall. You will not be able to do it. Especially, you will not. If you had that possibility, you will not have pain on your knees. But that's what we're going to try. You will fall, and then what you're going to try to do is, while you are sitting on the ground, put up, try to stand it with your hands like this the most time you can, and you will fall back and forward, but try, and you will see that you will feel your ankle mobility like kind of sore. You feel like your Achilles getting like more and more kind of a feeling of soreness, and that's your upgrading your mobility. So you need to have a lot of flexibility, and you need to be able to be in this seated position on the squat with your butt almost to the ground, and be straight, for you to have like healthy knees. Because if you don't, what's happening is you don't have that mobility, and when you're doing exercise you think you are doing it right, but you are not, because your body doesn't have the capacity to be in a straight position where the knees doesn't get a lot of pressure. So remember, every day, guys, before working out, do this exercise 5 to 10 times. I even have like other exercises, but this is the best. That's why I'm telling you, and that's the reason why you have these knee pains, because you don't have the mobility that's needed from your body, and that's what you have to train to have it more and more on the daily basis. And that's the reason why I have a lot of knee pains, guys. I suffer from these a lot: knee pains, back pain, shoulders pain. But it truly is learning dynamic stretches, good warm-up, learning how to do the exercise, a good correct form, mind-body connection. And the same goes to the lower back. The lower back is so powerful, and we get injured by it all the time because we don't straighten it up, we don't work it, the lower back, as any other muscle, when it's the most important muscle of our whole body. But yeah, that's another conversation for another time. I hope I was helpful, and now you know how to heal. So put the work on. Don't be going to work out and be like, this is chest day again, and you didn't train before shoulder day. Because shoulder days, without shoulder days, guys, there's no long-term chest days. There's only injury. And when it comes to running, always warm up, always do this dynamic stretch others that teach you before going to run, of course. And the same to lifting weights, always do this dynamic stretching. I advise everybody to run before working out, lifting weights, because you need to have your body warm up. Is very important. Don't listen to those naysayers who say don't run because you're gonna lose force. Guess what? It's better to lose 10% of your force than getting injured and being months and months and months without working out. And do always dynamic stretches and warm up well. And that's how you heal. That's how you can work on yourself, be better, be more muscular, and always strive on a daily basis to be bigger and better and healthy. See ya.